I am from Icebreaking India Tomorrow YouTube channel. At the outset, I want to convey my greetings, well wishes and regards to all of my viewers, subscribers and friends. Also, I want to congratulate you on the eve of English New Year 2022. Friends, you know that from our channel, we raise various topics, various issues of our society, of our political background, our financial condition, our health structure, and so many. And when we discuss about this, maximum time we raise the issues from a diversified viewpoint. We raise the issues from a different viewpoint or in a diversified manner. The issues which are already in vague, yet we have analyzed for a number of years and observed that the issues which are in vague can be changed, can be measured, can be viewed differently, which may or may not be very useful or may be useful to some extent for the society. Therefore, our duty is to raise the issues from a different viewpoint or a diversified manner. Today, I want to discuss such an event which we will discuss from a diversified viewpoint, which is different from the existing or the issues which are currently in vague. The issue is a political or democratic issue, and we have developed a model according to our observation, according to our analysis and our due discussions and studies. The name of the model which we are going to show here is the model of absolute representative democracy. That is, you know that in our country there is a democratic system which is not directly democracy but a representative democracy. That is, the country like India, where so many peoples, so many languages and so many diversified issues are there, and here it is also not possible to apply the direct democracy. Hence, here our government or our constitution has defined the democracy as representative democracy. That is, the people of India will elect their representative and they will form government and they will interact with the issues of their people. This is the current democracy which are in vague in our country. But we observe that in the current system, there are so many drawbacks, many demerits are there. Constitution tells us that the democracy is the voice of public or voice of people of the country. So we very easily can expect that the statements or the actions taken by our representative in the parliament or in the legislative or in other institution, they are representing the voice of the majority people of the country or area or assembly or constituency area. But after due discussion and a thorough follow-up or observations, we have noticed that the voice of people is not being represented by the majority of the people of our country in the parliament or in the legislative or any other institutions. Here we are considering some numerical data on the basis of which we are electing our government to react or to interact with the issues. What is that numerical system or process? That is the number of seats, that is constituencies. The candidate elected from the constituencies is counted and the majority number of the members will form the government. The party which provide the maximum number of the seats or maximum number of the representative will form the government. But to do this, we have observed there is some lags, there is some drawbacks, there is some anomaly which we are discussing in this video. From Icebreaking India Tomorrow YouTube channel, we are presenting the model here and discussing about the model. And you know that whenever any model is developed, there must be some assumptions on the basis of which the model is developed. So here also we have assumed some facts or events. That is, we have assumed here that we considered the number of polls, number of vote polled, and there is the equal number of, in the example we have given here the equal number of vote polled, and there is 10 seats. Number two, the candidates are being elected through a free and fair election processes. There is no political biasness. This is our second assumption. And our third assumption is that the voters must apply their consciousness, absolute consciousness, to vote for a particular party or a candidate. There are three assumptions. That is, I repeat it, the number of vote polled considered here, and which has been taken here equal number. Number two, the candidates have been elected through a free and fair election. There is no political biasness. And number three, the voters apply their best judgment, their best efforts, their best consideration to poll a vote. These are three assumptions to develop this model. The name of the model is Model of Absolute Representative Democracy. And this model has been developed by our YouTube channel Icebreaking India Tomorrow. Now I discussing the model. See here, there are 10 sets. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in each case, number of vote polled is 100 in each constituency. Therefore, in 10 constituencies, there will be total vote polled is 1000. And there are 5 parties. That is party affiliation. The name of the parties are the Jasmine, the party Rose, the party Butterfly, the party Spoon, and the party Sheep. There are 4 parties. And the casting of votes are given in column of seats. That is, in Jasmine, in seat number 1, Jasmine secured 50, Rose 40, Butterfly 5, Spoon 5 votes. And the total votes secured is 100. And similarly, in seat number 2, Jasmine got 50, Rose 45, Butterfly 5, and Spoon 0, and Sheep 0. And similarly, the seat number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That you have easily calculated the total number of poll, that is 100, 100, 100, 100. And total number of vote polled is 1000. And the sum of total vote polled we have shown in the column total votes secured. That is, Jasmine secured 380 vote out of 1000. The party Rose secured 540 vote out of 1000. Butterfly, the party secured 30 vote out of 1000 votes. Spoon secured 30 out of 1000, and Sheep secured 20 out of 1000. And if you sum up these votes, you will got the total 1000. Therefore, and in the next column, we have shown here the percentage of votes secured on total vote polled. That is, 380 votes secured out of 1000 is 38%. Party Rose secured 540 votes out of 1000 is 54%. Butterfly secured 30 votes out of 1000 is 3% of total vote. Spoon secured 30 votes means 3% of total vote polled, and Sheep secured 20 votes means 2% of total vote polled. So if you sum up this percentage, you will get the total 100. Now the question is, who is the winner? We have shown in the remarks column, the winner is the party Jasmine, because they have secured 6 seats out of 10 seats. That is seat number 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, and 9. That is 6 seats they have secured out of 10 seats. But party Rose in second position, they have secured 4 seats. Seat number 4, 5, 7, and 10. The rest parties, that is Butterfly, Spoon, Sheep, don't have secured any majority, and therefore they don't have secured any seat. Now we can easily find that the party Jasmine, by securing 6 seats, formed the government, and the party Rose, obtaining 4 seats, have secured the position of opposition. That is, they would not be able to form government, as out of 10 seats they have secured 4 seats, but in Jasmine, that is Jasmine, they have secured 6 seats out of 10 seats. Therefore, Jasmine will form here the government. Now the question is, Jasmine secured only 380 votes out of 1000 votes. But Rose, they have secured the opposition position, secured 550 votes out of 1000. And in percentage, Rose have secured 54% poll, and Jasmine secured 38%. That is, the party from the government has secured the lower percentage of vote, that is 38%. Whereas the party Rose have secured 54%, yet they have acquired the position of opposition, not to the government, because of the number of seats. But what is telling our democracy? Our democracy is telling that democracy is the voice of people, that is of the people, for the people, and by the people. If the majority percent of people do not enter into the government, so how the majority, how the voice of people will be represented in the government? This position can happen. You may have told that. So this is you have prepared according to your choice. But it may happen, whether it is correct or not. It may happen or not. It may happen. It may not happen. But there is a probability to happen such a position, such a situation where the majority percent of people will not representing in the government or not represented the government. That is, majority person's people's voice will not be reflected in the activity of the government. That is the drawback. That is our outcomes. That is our results. That is our different viewpoint. The problem is here. But we don't raising the problem only. We also solve this. How it can be solved? As per our decision, as per our analysis, as per our observations, we are telling here 2 or 3 processes. And anyone who is expert in this line can also find in different ways how the government will be formed. I think in the government, the opposition must participate in the government because they have the majority percent. That is 16% incremental percentage of vote. They have secured extra 16% than the parties who have formed the government. Therefore, I think it would be justified, it would be logical, it would be argumental, it would be a correct way. That is, the member of the opposition should given a chance to enter into the government because they have secured the majority percent of vote or majority percent they have obtained but secured the support of the majority percent of the people. Therefore, they have been given a chance to enter into the government. And how this can be possible? That is 6, and they have been given 2 according to percentage, and from opposition from butterfly 1, spoon 1, and sheep 1. Then the entire people, the voice of entire people or entire voter can be represented in the government. If we only consider the members of the majority members in the government, then a large number of people's voice will not be represented in the government, in the parliament, in the assembly, or in any other institutions where by election a board is formed. Therefore, this is the issue which our YouTube channel Icebreaking India Tomorrow called as an absolute representative democracy. Absolute representative democracy. Now the system are in vague is representative democracy only. But we want not only the representative democracy but also the absolute representative democracy. These issues we have raised here for your consideration, for the consideration of the experts, for the consideration of the government, for the consideration of the political parties, and for the consideration of the constitution experts. This is our view. And in last, we also conclude that we never, and not in any condition or any circumstances against any government, any rules, any systems, any processes, or any administration. We are always in favor of our country, in favor of our democracy, in favor of our government, in favor of our executives, in favor of our law board and our medias. Here we only express our views from a different viewpoint, which can be judged or which can be taken into consideration if the experts thinks this is correct. Otherwise, so we request you to please watch the video entirely, and you please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Icebreaking India Tomorrow, and of course press the bell icon to get the notification when we will upload any videos. Thank you. Welcome.